Hello, everybody. In the current affairs this week, the week ended 21st of January 2024, there was a lot of activities on the Indian stock markets. After a very strong rally this week, the Indian stock markets, Nifty, was down by 1.41%, but the mid cap and small cap were modestly up. The FIIs were net sellers to the extent of rupees 22,000 crores and above, but the DIIs were net buyers to the extent of 10,000 crores and above. The major decline this week was on account of the sharp decline in the Nifty Banking Index and the Nifty Financial Services Index. Both these benchmarks were down by around 3.5%. So this was the major reason for the decline on the Indian stock markets. The reason for this trigger of banking stocks and financial services stocks declining was on account of weak results from HDFC Bank. If we look at how the valuations of the Indian banks, especially the private sector banks, are vis-a-vis the top 5 global banks, then we would see that the Indian banks are quite richly valued. If we look at the price earning ratios of top 5 Indian banks, the price earning ratio of top 5 Indian banks is in the band of 17 to 26, while as the P ratio of the top 5 global banks is in the range of 5 to 10. So there is a lot of reason for somebody to think, and especially the global investors to think, that the Indian banks and the Indian banking industry is little richly valued. But the fact remains that the Indian banks are operating in an economy which is doing extremely well, and the banking sector is the proxy to whatever is the Indian growth, what is happening. As far as the US stock markets are concerned, the entire world is expecting that the interest rates in the US would come down. But this week, contrary to that, was something which we could see in the 10-year G-Sec yield. The 10-year G-Sec yield spiked from 3.93% to 4.13%. But the tech-heavy Nasdaq was up by 2.20%, and the S&P 500 in the US was unchanged. There were certain comments made by the RBI governor at the World Economic Forum in Davos, where he was very categorical in stating that they are in no hurry to reduce the benchmark rates by the central bank, in India especially. They are targeting an inflation of 4%, and till that time they would not be very much inclined to decrease the interest rates, and they are in no hurry to do so. That was the kind of feeling that we could get on the basis of what he said in his interview at the World Economic Forum. The entire nation is looking forward to the Pran Pratishtha, or the inauguration of the Sri Ram temple at Ayodhya. This inauguration is expected to generate a business of 1 lakh crores in the Indian economy on several fronts, and the Indian economy is going to get a substantial flip up on account of this event. Boeing, the world leading aircraft manufacturer, has set up an engineering and technology center in India with an investment of 1,600 crores. This is their biggest investment outside of the US. This is a matter of lot of satisfaction for all the people who are watching India and the Indian development on the economic scene. Thank you.